Good morning. Today is wash vlog 5. We're cleaning 9,000 square feet of flat work. We're soft washing the front here at Overture Senior Living Facility. We partnered up with Complete Contract Services, a local general contractor here in town, and we're doing this pressure washing job for them. So here we go. So I'm using the soft wash system to apply double eagle degreaser, about 8-to-1 ratio. But 4-gallon bucket, just connect it right there to the soft wash. I can get the ratio I want versus downstreaming, plus it's a lot more efficient.
Glow, fully hose, all day, you already know. We clean the floor, we clean it good, from the north side down to the hood.
$138. We're wrapped up, we're done, we're finished for the day. We started here around 8:30. It's 1:38 now, so that's 5 hours, about 1,800 square feet of flat work per hour, plus we had to soft wash the entrance. Yeah, it went really smooth. I don't know if we've ever done 1,800 square feet, so that surface cleaner was awesome. Definitely better than the 20-inch surface cleaner, and that's a 28-inch. So anyways, time for lunch. Just dropped off the 28-inch surface cleaner rental. Got it from the Power Wash store in San Antonio. If you need anything, hit them up. What a great day. We knocked that job out, went and got lunch, dropped my helper off, and I got a call from a general contractor, not the one I was working for this morning, another one that I've worked with before. And he had me drive out to a site. I met him here. We just gave an estimate for this church here in San Antonio. And then we talked about 3 other projects he has for me. One seems pretty large, and then 2 of them seem relatively small. But one thing I'm learning is it's definitely who you know for these big jobs. I sent a $17,000 estimate yesterday for an apartment complex, and it's from a general contractor. I would be their sub. $17,000 is the largest estimate I've ever sent. And now today I get a phone call from this general contractor with probably multiple thousands of dollars worth of work that he needs estimates and bidding on. And that's just me knowing 2 people. Literally 20,000 plus in estimates just from knowing 2 individual people. It's definitely who you know. And then the other thing is, there's so many different little niches that you could specialize in. I'm really enjoying more of the commercial, larger projects. Not just because, you know, they're larger projects money-wise, but also just the scope of work. It's, you know, we did that 9,000 square feet today, and they were 100% fine with it. There was no customers breathing down my neck. All the residents were friendly, waving hi. And then sometimes you know, that's a 9,000 square foot job. But then other days I'm doing a $150 driveway. The customer's watching me. The customer's asking questions. The customer's pointing out little blemishes on the concrete. And it's all for $150. And it's just, I don't know. I've just found that with commercial work, you just don't have that kind of nitpicky, you know, type of customer. And I'm not saying we do half-ass work. We still do good work. But they understand it's not going to be perfect. They understand we don't control, you know, every defect in the concrete. So I don't know, definitely who you know, and pick your little niche within the pressure washing world and kind of be really good at it. I've really enjoyed working with as a subcontractor for general contractors for these larger projects. It's just I don't know, it makes the sales process really easy and simple for me, which I enjoy. So yeah, having a hell of a week. Oh, another reason I'm in such a good mood. I found out yesterday or the day before, I forget, that I just closed my second biggest job ever. It's an 11,000 fence wash for an HOA here in town. And the largest job I ever quote or ever won was around 14,000. So this is the second largest job. And the awesome thing about it is it's going to be easy. I mean, it's not complicated. We're washing a brick fence, and it has organic growth on it, and it's just a giant brick wall. It's a little over a mile long. Should be super simple and easy to knock out, and it's scheduled for the 1st of May. So I already have a fat project booked for the first week of May, which I'm super excited about. Also, another thing I failed to mention on my last vlog is, since I took a gap, or I took a break from vlogging because it got slow with winter time, but my wife and I were expecting our second child. So she's in, I think she just got in her 3rd trimester now. So he's due middle of June. And I don't know, our first son came like 4 or 5 weeks early, so he might be here in May. We'll see. But definitely stressed me out and excited me all at the same time. So I was really hoping to hire a full-time technician this year, transition into more of a sales role. But I think what I'm going to do, since our son's coming in kind of the middle of the season and I want to take some time off, is I'm going to keep focusing on these larger projects like I have been, but instead of hiring a technician, I'm going to keep using my brother-in-law. Also, Woody's soft wash, Craig, he's a really cool guy. I'm just going to team up with him on some of these bigger projects. So I think that's the great thing about being a business owner, is just you don't have to kind of create your business around, you know, what other people are doing. You can create your business around whatever you want. You know, my wife and I, we want to be together on the weekends, and we want to take our son to do stuff, and we want to sleep in the same bed at night. I don't want to do night work, so I don't go after restaurant contracts. I don't want to work weekends, so I don't go after that type of work. Now, granted, I had to work on a Sunday, but you know, when you get a nice check on a Sunday, I'm okay with that. But I don't want a reoccurring contract every single Sunday. Whereas like apartment complexes, they don't even want you to start before 9 a.m. and they want you out of there by 4 p.m. That way you're not disturbing the residents too much. So I love doing apartments. HOAs, same thing. The senior living facility we were at today, same thing. You know, start at a reasonable time in the morning, get done before it gets too late. So I don't know, I'm rambling, but I'm trying to build this business around my life and what I want and what's best for my family. And this year, what's best for us is that I'm able to actually focus on my family. So instead of hiring a technician and feeling the pressure of making sure they're busy full time, you know, I'm going to spend more money and pay my buddy, and he's going to help me on big projects, and I'm going to pay my brother-in-law. And you know, these aren't ideal situations. It's going to cost my business extra money, and I'm going to have to schedule around their schedules. But when my son gets here, if I want to take a couple of weeks off and push some work back, then I can do that without having to feel the pressure of having a technician that I need to pay. And then once he's in daycare, you know, then I can kind of think through how I want to have my first full-time technician. And I definitely want to bring on someone on to help me with sales, just focused on commercial accounts. So really those are my first 2 hires, is a technician and someone to help me with sales. So hopefully I can close some of these large projects, bank some of this money. That way, once our son's a few months old and he's in daycare, we can kind of push the pedal, you know, a little bit more and start growing the business a little bit more aggressively, and not be so passive about the work coming in. So yeah, just a little life update.